this so-called black great Christian moral leader, they found out he was popping this other woman, a young girl, and had a little baby with that young girl, and then called himself paying support for the child, but the money didn't come out of his pocket. He filtered the money through the PUSH organization, the Rainbow organization. This is a low-life scum, man. I'm glad I knew that the Most High was gonna finally reveal that nigga for who he really is, man. And then a lot of you simple niggas, well, he's alright, we forgive him, especially you stupid ass nigga women. Well, next time your husband goes out and messes with another girl and has a couple of kids, forgive him. You'll try to stab him in his sleep. Forgive him. You bunch of damn hypocrites. You ain't gonna forgive him, but you'll forgive Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, but you know what? Furthermore, Jesse Jackson, his dumb ass didn't do nothing wrong. Now he says he's a man of the Bible. If he was a man of the Bible, he'd go in the scriptures and break it down. He didn't do nothing wrong.
That's right.
And break it down.
Because a man can have more than one woman.
But he can't, because you know why? He let the state become a third party.
Yep.
So you know that means, and that's what is that called? What is that called? Bigamy?
Bigamy. Yep. The state does not.
Whatever the hell that means.
He's married. He's wrapped up in the system.
He's wrapped up in the system.
That's what.
And then he said when he walked down the aisle, I promise to love, respect, and obey. What a woman's supposed to say that? Till death do us part.
Fucking crazy.
He went out and got a damn license to get married. 2 slaves getting married. He popped another slave, had a little baby, a sucker. Right?
Can I bring this up?
Oh yeah, bring it up.
Psalms chapter 50 verse 16. But unto the wicked God saith.
That's the so-called white man.
What hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
Right, that's why they don't declare the statutes of the Most High, although they take an oath on the Bible, but they don't declare the statutes of the Most High. They declare their own statutes.
Statutes of the state.
Man-made statutes. Go ahead.
Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words.
Esau, the so-called white boy, he hated this instruction. Like I said, Ashcroft is not going to come out and admit that the Heavenly Father is black, that Jesus Christ is black, that the Israelites of the Bible are black. He's not going to come out and admit that he's an Edomite, that he's a devil. So how can he be moral? How can he be a Christian? Is that it?
A little bit more. Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee.
Right, because they have their codes. United States Code annotated. United States Code Service. United States Code. And a stack of books. Go to any law library. There's 50. It's broken down into 50 titles. You got the IRS code, Title 26. You got the so-called military code, Title 10. And so forth and so on.
Sections and subsections.
Sections and subsections and sub-subsections. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 7 verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Who are the saints of the Most High? The nation, the Israelites. The so-called Negroes, West Indian, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Dominicans, the people of Indian and North, the people of North, Central, and South America of Indian and Negroid descent are the Israelites. Go ahead.
And think to change times and laws.
Right, because they swear on the Bible, but they don't follow the Bible. Now, hold the scriptures that I said hold, and go back to Matthews. Matthews 10:34.
5:34.
I'm sorry, 5:34.
Matthew 5:34. For I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne.
Right, so you're not supposed to take an oath to become president or any office and go, in other words, I swear by great heaven that I will exercise this office that is bestowed upon me? You don't do that. Go ahead.
Nor by the earth.
Nor by the earth. You don't go down and kiss the earth. Go ahead.
For it is his footstool.
Go ahead.
Neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king.
Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black.
Go ahead.
But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil.
Now, that's why a man's word is his bond. Are you going to do this? Are you going to help me tomorrow? Yes, I am. The only excuse he has is if he drops dead or if he becomes sick. And even if he becomes sick, he's supposed to still get out there and come and help you. And you're supposed to excuse him.
Yep.
Sign on the dotted line. Swear on this. That means there's no trust in the society. Now go to, where you at?
I had something going, exactly what you brought up.
Go ahead, bring it out.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 18. It says, my little children, let us not love in word.
The little children is referring to Israelites. Go ahead.
Neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
Right, in deed and in truth. Meaning don't lie. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Be decent. Be a man of your word. If you say, if you elect me president of you, which he was elected. If you know anything about the electoral college, he was elected. And that's in the Constitution. What the hell? There was more popular votes. The hell with the popular votes. The Constitution speaks of an electoral college. It's left to them. That's why you have senators. That's why you have congressmen. They're supposed to represent the interests of the peoples of these United States. Which you don't understand. Go ahead.
That was it. I'm down. I said it's from Psalms 55.
Go ahead, read it.
Alright, Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Right. That's a politician. They make all these promises. And you men mostly do that. When you see a woman, a nice woman, you want to get this woman, you tell her that you got a brand new car, you're going to be a lawyer, you're going to Yale Law School. You got all kind of money, you got a hell of, you make $55,000 a year on your job. That's on your first job. Your second job, you make another $30,000. Your father set up a trust fund, but you don't want to touch the trust fund right now. Because I'm disciplined, baby. I don't need that money. I'm not into material things. But I'm into you, baby. Go ahead.
But war...
You know what I mean. You know about them damn so-called lines that you use. Go ahead.
But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
And that's this devil. That's this devil. The Bush administration is nothing more than the Trojan horse. But it's no different with the Clinton administration. It was no different with the Carter administration. It was no different with the FDR administration. It was no different with the Woodrow Wilson administration. Because these are all incremental steps to set up a new world order under the authority of the Illuminati in England. Like I'm going to say this. You go to the so-called United States Postal Service, the Constitution speaks of a post office. It doesn't say anything about a postal service. You know what a postal service is? It's the same thing as UPS. It's the same thing as FedEx. It's the same thing as DHL. It's nothing but a private corporation. But you really go to the United States Postal Service thinking that you go to the post office. And this privately owned corporation in this so-called country is owned by people that are not even citizens of this country. They're owned by a corporation in England.